Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Firsties. As always, I always feel like a broken record when it comes to the intro. I always want to give grace and thanks to everyone out there who is watching, listening, subscribing, commenting, doing all the things that really means a lot. It really means the world. That's the reason why I do this podcast, just a safe space for first gens out there. Now that I got that out the way, of course, always plug, please make sure you follow Firsties everywhere. That's Firsties, P-O-D. Everywhere, that's Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, all the things, Instagram as well. So now that we got that out of the way, the reason why you guys are all here, I have a very special guest. I'm really excited about this guest here. We have Two Up Musé. Is that correct?
Yo, you got it.
Okay. Do you want to, okay, I do have a little bit of an intro for you.
For sure.
I'm just gonna, I worked on it, so I'm very proud of it. So I do want to go into
it.
Okay. So you are a rapper from the Northern Virginia area, Manassas, Virginia, which, if you feel comfortable really quickly, what high school did you go to?
So I was born and raised in Manassas, but I went to school in Dumfries, John Paul the Great Catholic High School.
Catholic high school. Okay,
yeah.
Wow, let's really get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious because I'm from the Northern Virginia area as well.
Most definitely.
And how old are you?
22.
Okay, you're 22. Very, very young. And I just learned, I usually have like a debrief with the guest before we press record, and you do music full time.
I do. Yep.
And what I'm learning, and something that I'm loving about this show, is that the people who want to come on are almost always creative. It's down to like musicians, comedians, and rappers for the most part. And when I hear someone doing it full time, that's like no joke.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah.
Obviously, you have talent to like allow yourself to be full time. So really quickly, can you tell us? You mentioned that you watched some of the content.
For sure.
We're firsties, right? So we're first gen. We're kind of the first to do something like this. Also, just the first in this country to be able to like dream. What made you get into music? Like, if you just give me the earlier stages of your music career, whether it was when you were, I mean, you're 22, so I'm like, when did it start? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But if you could share that.
Of course. Well, before I get into that, I want to say thank you for having me, first off.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
Like I said, off camera, but just to be able to have this platform, for first gens is really something. So I want to commend you, give you flowers. So,
by the way, guys, they actually, him and his team actually brought me flowers, which is so sweet off camera.
Of course.
That really means a lot. But sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No problem. Of course. So I mean, early stage.
Yeah. Like, what made you get into it?
I always since I was a kid, I always loved this music. Like my earliest memories would be like my cousins. My big cousins would be always the ones that would put me on to rap. So BET, MTV from like early days. What I remember watching. So just always loved being in front of the screen, watching 50 Cent, Nelly, Lil Wayne, T.I., just to name a few. But I guess I just fell in love with like the chains and the girls and the cars, all that.
Oh, that
like,
lifestyle.
Yeah, the lifestyle.
It seems fun.
But just also like the musical aspect too. Obviously, like I was as I was a kid, since I was a kid, like 3 years old, 4 years old, I'd be like rapping. Like I'd be the entertainment for the evening. All my cousins, like family reunions or family get-togethers, I'd be the one rapping. So.
I was just about to ask, were you the kid at the lunch table just going?
Yeah, lunch table tid too. But like family too would be like, yo, come on, let them rap. So I still have like video footage of me like young and like singing "Go DJ" and in the club by 50 Cent.
Not in the club.
For real, yeah.
At 10 is crazy.
Yeah. No, younger than I was like 3.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, three. Because I remember.
What were you doing? Listen to that. No, love it. Yeah. I was singing Mary J. Blige. Had no business doing it. Like who's breaking my heart at that point? You know what I mean?
No, but I mean you relate. Not relate to it,
but it's just good music.
Exactly. It just hits you different. So that was like my earliest memories, but. Yeah, that's just how I fell in love with it. Just music, listening to it before I even like got into writing and making it myself. So
okay, so then you mentioned that you got into writing.
Yeah.
So like I always talk about this where there's people who like a hobby or they like doing something, but you actually have to have talent to like. Everybody wants to be the number one athlete or the number one rapper, but not everybody can for a reason, right? You have to have talent and work ethic, of course. So what was that moment, whether it was like you really knew how to write your own music, whatever the case is, where you're like, oh, I could really do this?
Really, it was just, writing always came easy to me, like even in school, like English or anything, anytime I had to read, it was always just, it came easy to me. So at first, I realized that, but then translating into music, it was just like I love music. I love listening to it. So I was like, let me like try to see if I can make up my own lyrics. And I would just do it. I kept it to myself for a while. Like I probably started writing like in 6th grade, like 11th.
That's crazy.
11 years old, 12 years old.
That's crazy.
And I remember I used to write like in my like assignment book, and like in like school, like where they give you like your assignments and stuff. I used to write in that, and I'd just be in class like dozing off, whatever. Not dozing off, but days in just daydreaming, just like writing lyrics. So I kept it to myself, and I remember I used to record like on like my iPod Touch, like the voice memo.
Ooh, iPod Touch, loving it.
Yeah, facts. The iPod Touch, like the voice memos, and then I just keep it to myself, and then I like sent them out to like one of my cousins. I just keep sending them out of nowhere. Like, yo, this is actually like pretty good. You should like keep doing this. And then it just bubbled from there. Yeah, that was like my earlier memories.
Our cousins are our lifeline sometimes,
100%,
literally, right?
facts.
Like 100%, yeah.
Facts.
Which is why my entire podcast, or my producers are my cousins. Like, they're going to work for me.
That's clean, too. That's clean that you keep it in the family, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Also, I'm the number one person who wants this podcast to pop off. The next people in line are probably my mom wants more than I do, honestly, but is my family. Like, they're going to look out for you more than anyone else, for sure. Also, it's just a lot more fun.
Yeah.
On that topic, is your team like anyone in your family? Or like, how'd you put your team together?
My team, like my manager, like my team, not family, but I mean they're family now. Like,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Like relation, like blood, nah. But like the close, like my real supporters, like the ones that like if I have a show in New York in a week or 2 days notice, they'll be like, yo, I got a show in New York. You trying to come with me? For sure.
Got
so it's like the support system, the ones that I keep close, all family.
All
family, all my cousins.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Even when I do. Like How I Met Your Manager was at a Salam Central event, and I pulled up with my cousins because I'm not gonna pull up alone. First of all,
exactly.
And it's just more comfortable when I have like my family there with me. Yeah. Sure. Which, by the way, your manager is like so dope. He's just like so kind and like took care of everything.
Good person, man. Good person.
He really is. Yeah. Okay. Now I was listening to some of your music, and I feel like I already know this answer, but I just want to ask, especially for anyone else out there who's listening. You mentioned your mom in a lot of your tracks.
For sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Obviously, some people are like, well, duh, Mila, but I just wanted to hear it from you.
No, of course. That's my, like, the simple answer, that's my dog. Like, my mom, that's my dog. Like, I just obviously growing up very close to her. And she just gives me a lot of game just from life, from what I see her go through, what I seen her overcome, work ethic, all that.
Crazy, right?
All the stories she told me.
How did they survive that? Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Everything she told me, everything she didn't tell me, it was just all, like, inspiration, so it's easy to put into the music. And I know that's relatable, like, to a lot of people. Like,
absolutely.
Relationship with their moms.
Does your family support your career?
I kind of didn't give them a choice.
Love that.
Because it was like, I did what I had to do.
Y'all are going to accept this, is what you said.
Yeah, because I did what I had to do to, like when it came to school. Like, I didn't go to college. I did 1 year in college and dropped out. But, like, high school is when I really started, like senior year of high school is when I started, like, doing shows and stuff. But I'd always, like, do my homework. I'd always, I'd be like, okay. I didn't put it in front of them until, like, I knew, like, this is what I wanted to do. And I'm making moves in it already. Mm-hmm. So, like, when they saw, like, oh, I got a show. I think I had a show with George Mason. And it was, like, a lot of, like, cousins came through. They were like, oh, wow, like, he's performing, he's doing all this. Oh, okay. And then, like, I just didn't give them a choice.
It's not so funny. Yeah, it's like they just have to see it. And then they're like, okay, yeah.
Because my main thing is just, like, I feel like all, like, parents, they just want the best for you. Keep it real. So.
They do. And but at a young age, it's like you just feel like they're getting in the way of it.
True.
Like, I mean well, but when you're young, you're like, I don't want to be a nurse. I don't want to be a doctor. Yeah. And then because now you're getting older, I'm also getting older, you see it like, if I popped out a kid and they're like, hey, I want to be a rapper, and I see no work ethic or no talent or nothing, I'm like, excuse me, you know what I mean? Like, they just want you to be safe and be able to fend for yourself. I understand that now, but there's a 14-year-old listening to this right now who's like living at home and like hates their life right now, and I'm like, I promise you it gets better, and that's God's protection, I promise you.
Most definitely.
Oh, that's awesome that I hear that your family supports you. Now, do you ever get nervous, like, kind of performing in front of your family at all?
For my family, nah, not anymore.
Or do you ever get nervous at all, actually?
I used to. My first ever performance I did, and I remember it was like this cafe type thing, but I was like nervous to my stomach. I was like, bro, it's gonna be like people that I don't know there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was sick. Like, not sick, but I was like, and see like, you know, butterflies in the stomach.
Yeah.
But I knew that's when when I was going through that, I realized, oh, this is something that I really want to do then. Because like, if I didn't care about it, I wouldn't feel this way.
Right.
So, but as soon as it was just like magic, keep it real. As soon as I jumped out like on the stage, said like, hit the first note, hit the first word, it just flowed after that. I was like, oh, this is.
Oh, you're made for it. Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, can I curse on the jump?
Oh, you absolutely can.
I'm still trying to be like a little PG just in general.
Oh no, you absolutely
in case
can.
I slip up.
It's a safe space, babes.
Okay,
You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
I want to go back. How did your family feel about podcasting?
So I've told the story before, but like, I think the reason why I'm just so passionate about like people doing what God intended them to do or who they're supposed to be, because for a long time I went the medical route. I went the like pre-dental route, and I was miserable. Yeah. Like, my parents were so proud of me. Everyone around me was happy. I was miserable.
Down,
and I know a lot of people can relate to that. And I don't think I stunted my growth because God's timing is everything. But I felt as though I was supposed to be in this seat like 4 years ago.
This seat?
As far as being a podcast host and finally putting content out there and stuff like that. They support and they love it. They're very proud of me. But, you know, some episodes, some things I've said, they've definitely called me up and was like, nigga, what are you?
What's up that they called you on? What's up that they called you on?
Speaking on my, like perspective on marriage and gender roles and women expectations and stuff. Like, right now, I'm choosing to prioritize. I have a business now. I have an LLC. Sure. You know what I mean? Sure. Like, and I want momentum is one of the strongest things out there. So it's like I have to keep putting out content. This is all I think about. If it's not my day job, it's this. And sometimes my dad's like, "Hey, have you left your apartment to go like meet a fella?" Or you know what I mean?
They putting like the marriage pressure and stuff
for
on you?
Sure. You know, in our language, it sounds even more like cuts to the heart. You know what I mean? I'm using like PG words right now, but
I got you.
But yeah, they've really supported because they see how happy I am. Finally, they're like, "Oh, you were miserable for it. Now you're like actually happy. Okay, keep doing that." Yeah. And I support myself and stuff. That's all. Again, it's all love, but it's easier said than done. Also, because I'm choosing to like. Sometimes it's a painful process of declining your parents' dreams. Because the only reason why I'm here is because my parents worked their asses off to move us here and then figure ish out. And then imagine their whole dream was like to be a doctor or just to do something that's an impressive job. I put that in air quotes. And then you're like, no, I want to play pretend and be an actress or like whatever. You know what I mean? They're like, that wasn't
to them,
the goal.
Like,
I feel it's not even just Habesha. It's like my Nigerian friends, Indian friends, Asian, like it's everyone. Yeah. So it's not just to like the Habesha folks out there, but they definitely support it. I have the best parents ever, but it took a moment to like my sister's NP, my brother's an engineer, like all my cousins are nurses, like, you know what I mean?
I feel
so sometimes I feel like the outsider when it comes to like the close people to me because I just can't relate.
I feel that.
My brain doesn't work that way.
I feel that. But I mean, it's good that you found something you really enjoy doing. Like,
that's my one dream for literally every person in the world. It's like find your purpose and then do that.
Yeah. And I'm sure you still want to like, obviously like the first gen like thing is like, you know, our parents sacrificed a lot to get here. They want to be able to give us an opportunity. So it's like, I know like when I'm doing this music stuff, they're who I think about. So it's like when I want to pop off, when I get all the move, whatever, this is all going to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it. Yeah, this is not it. This is all fun, right? Like, sure, being on camera, having content, whatever. But work. Like, it's work, and also the goal isn't just to do this. I have 100%. A 5-year plan. Like, there's things we want to do, and then give it all back to our parents. Like, that's all we want to do. Yeah, absolutely. That's just comes with just being a first gen. Do you ever feel like when you're pursuing your like I had a conversation with my cousins once where they're jumping into the creative space and they use the word like selfish, or they feel like first world problems as far as choosing to follow their dreams rather than biting the bullet and doing the 9 to 5. And do you ever feel that way at all? Or you're like, no, because I does this.
It's hard. Yeah, exactly how you said I do this. You
know
what I'm saying? It's just like
that's how I feel.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like I could understand, but no, I don't feel that because it's my life to live.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
I feel like every role has to get filled. Like, not everyone wants to be a creative. Not everyone wants to.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, salute everybody working a 9 to 5. Salute everybody that doing what they got to do.
That's
you know?
that's the grind. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, but I know not everybody's built for one type of mud, one type of life to live. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's how I feel about
absolutely. Yeah. And I've told my parents too, like, where, like, I would imagine, like, when you get paid for a gig or what's the case, the actual, you being up on stage and all of that, yeah, you're getting paid for that. But you're actually getting paid for the travel. You're getting paid for the preparation. Yeah. That's what they're actually paying you for, right? Yeah. When you get up on stage, you do your thing and that's it, and then you're done.
That's what you love.
Yeah, but the work part is the technical shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm trying to tell my parents, like, that's still work.
Yeah, facts.
Because I'm like, you're
behind the scenes. I mean, you know, like, you doing all this, like, cutting, editing, all that. Like, this could be the fun stuff, having a conversation and stuff like that.
Oh, this is what I do all of this just to have this moment right here, every single time.
Exactly. But you know exactly firsthand, like, what goes into putting this, like, even a show like this out. You know, you gotta sit behind, edit, all that. Like,
it can be a lot. Yeah. Now, on that topic, when you we were talking off camera that this is kind of like a one-woman show right now. When you first started out, where'd you even start? Because now you have a team. Like, I was texting him maybe 5 minutes before we did the show, right? Like, you're one of the first guests where I was communicating with the manager first, and then the talent came on. Yeah. Usually the actual person reaches out and they're like, hey, you know what I mean? Sure. So where did it start with you? Like, how did you meet your manager, or where'd you even
I met him.
With your team?
I met him. I had my first actually manager was one of my cousins.
Okay.
So he was the one, like, when we were doing, like, shows, like, I'd be the one, or he'd be the one to just reach out, find any venues that would just let us perform. And then I remember we had, like, a string of shows. It was DC, Virginia, just all of just spots we could find. And then I had left to Addis, and while I was in Addis, I had the opportunity to go to perform. They were like, yo, if you sell, like, the X amount of tickets, you get whatever, like, amount of time you want as a slot, do whatever you want, like, you know, perform. I was like, all right, bet. I'm in Addis. My cousin's the one handling. This is where, like, cousins come into play. Like, everyone's just out here hustling, trying to sell the tickets. And then we had, like, people that just really wanted to see me perform. So I was like, oh, that's a blessing. And I was I knew of E.T., just, like, the stuff he'd, like nightlife in D.C. So I was like, oh, this is, like, somebody that I'm just trying to get connected to. And we tried to get him to come to a show because he knew my cousin. So he'd try to reach out. You know, a couple of shows he just couldn't be able to come to. The one I came right after Addis, I came back and performed. He came to that one. And after that, he was just like, he liked what he saw. He was like,
there you go.
Yeah. And then from then on, it was just been rolling.
So your day-to-day is it all music? Is it all meetings? Is it
so like meetings, calls, working on music. Yeah. Just anything to just propel this forward. Keep it
doesn't stop, right? It does not stop. Yeah. It never will.
Exactly. But I love it though. I love it. I love it.
You have to be able to do it because again, the actual performance is 10% of it. It's all the other shit that comes with it as well. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We will be back after these short messages. I'm weak.
Yeah, music's fun. Want to hear it? It's intro. How'd you find this song?
So I actually created it.
Say swear.
Oh, I does this. Like,
that's
I have
clean.
A master's in media. Like,
for real?
Oh yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah.
I saw you.
All right, guys, we're back.
We back already?
Oh, no, go.
No, I was gonna say I saw like one of the episodes. You graduated from Syracuse.
Sure did. Yeah. I sure did. Yeah. If I could like kind of like a blueprint, you know, Speedy.
For sure, Speedy Mormon.
Yeah.
I ride with Speedy.
Graduated in the same program, not my class, but the same program I was in. He's someone I would definitely implement. Like, he's a great way of. We're getting off topic, but really quickly, like he does journalism, but then he understands pop culture and the memes and everything. Like, you have to merge them together. You have to move with the times instead of just like being a journalism like that. You're not going to get views that way. You're not going to get engagement that way. Exactly. So I love the way that like his TikToks are hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Because some journalism, they take it very seriously, which you should, but like have some fun. Like, the reason why I love this and probably the reason why you love what you do is because it's fun. Like, I want to have a fun life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, really.
I want to have a fun life.
Like, really,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and like really quickly on that topic, I think it's because like I will only speak for myself. Like, I don't think I really saw my parents ever like exhale, like enjoy themselves. It's always like we got to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which with other people have a luxury of just chilling. I lived a very comfortable childhood, but I'm like, I don't want to just like prioritize just work. Like I want to have fun. So if I could be a podcast host as a full-time job to take care of myself, that is the dream. And then if this podcast gets even bigger, great. But again, I just want to have a fun life. I'm just trying to keep.
I hear you. I'm just trying to keep.
On that topic of kikiing, so I do have a fun little kind of this or that. One of my producers put it together when it comes to relationship and girls. Now you mentioned, I love how like now he's like good to go. He's like now he's locked in. You mentioned that like when you're younger and you saw these rappers and stuff that like part of it was like the lifestyle.
For sure.
Okay, so I'm guessing the whole girl, the fandom, all that excites you, and you're like interested in that, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and yeah, I say yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Can you share any, just really quick, it's okay if the answer is no, but can you share any wild or crazy interactions you've had from being who you are or being a rapper at your shows or anything like that when it comes to dealing with girls or women or anything like that?
I remember.
Or a date that you've been on, or
this is a couple actually, but
not
I remember
a couple.
But I remember.
I'm so excited.
No.
Thank you for this. Okay, go ahead.
I remember this wasn't a show. This was just a girl I met.
We don't say names, by the way.
Oh no, for sure.
Okay.
But actually, I'll give you the one from the show first.
Okay.
I remember. Yeah, I had a performance in DC.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I had a performance in DC. It was like we did the ticket sales, everything sold out.
Okay, love.
And then
love.
It was just this girl I was just vibing with in the crowd. Like, you know, we was just like
during
performing.
a show.
Nah. Like during.
That's crazy.
No, I'm still doing my thing. Everything.
Yeah.
She's not throwing anything off, right?
Okay.
But I'm just like, you know, obviously.
You're just noticing her.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
Noticing her, like making eye contact and stuff. You know, trying to just work the room, work the stage. And I remember we was just chopping it up, and she was like, "You're so talented." I was like, "I appreciate that." Further, she's like, "I want to cash app you." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I just want to pay you. Like, you're so good." I was like, "Okay." And then she like cash at me, and then like asked for my number right after. I was like, "This feels kind of weird now." You know what I'm saying?
I did not think that's where the story was.
Yeah, but it was just like
it got your attention.
Yeah, it got my attention for sure. But I was like, okay. And I just gave her my number. I was like, we chopped it up. But I was like, I don't know. Like, it just felt kind of weird after that.
And she paid for the show already? Like,
yeah, she paid for the show.
Ticket.
Yeah,
and
paid
so
for the
she
ticket.
basically like, wanted to tip you. Like, great job.
Yeah, but I was like, okay.
Standing ovation.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was like, yeah.
That is okay. Now, what did that ick you out?
It didn't ick me out, but I just felt like I was like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I just took it as a compliment. Like, I did my show, you know what I'm saying? She appreciated it. And we just vibed at that. It wasn't so much.
Can I cash app you? Maybe she was nervous. I'm not sure. That's a little strange. That's a little strange. What?
You have Icks?
It's a scroll. It's a whole. No, I'm joking.
Are you one of those? You know, like that meme where it was like, guys can't do this, guys can't do this, guys can't. Are you like?
No. Oh my god.
Like
can
that?
we get into it?
For sure. Let's get into it.
Okay. Do you have any Icks also?
Yeah, I have Icks.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you feel comfortable sharing? Because I feel like some guys don't, because they're like, I don't want to close off anyone who's watching or whatever. Us girls are just like, it's spam.
Yeah, my list isn't like that extensive, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, as much as it like, I feel like I'm easy dude to like get the attention of in a way, like, as long as you genuine, you a cool person, like, you cool with me, you gonna rock with me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's such a mature answer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But like the Icks is like,
I will say this. I'll give it to you, and I'll say this straight to the camera. Girls have gone crazy with the Icks. Like, it is getting a little ridiculous.
I seen something. You can't wear open-toe shoes.
Like,
you can't wear open-toe sandals.
Like,
as a guy. I was like, bro, what? It's a list. Like,
it is very specific. It is.
Very
I'm like,
specific.
I have a brother. I have cousins. Like, they gotta meet these girls. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
Is your list something like that though, or is it?
It's like not. But I do want to say that people have like, I feel like on social media, and tell me if you agree, and tell me if you agree as well. The definition of ick has like changed. Like, they're like, if he like, I feel like an ick is like a very specific moment in time.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop me from getting to know the person, but you're just kind of like, didn't like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like nowadays, I feel like, yeah, like you said, social media just
like
took
it's
it to
not
a
that
whole
deep.
nother level.
It's not that deep. Yeah. I will tell you one that I was at a dinner and we were going around sharing Icks because that's what girls do. And one of my girlfriends says like a grown man trying to get out of a hammock. Is that not crazy?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but then keep in mind, if you had your girl and she was trying to come out, no one could get out of it.
No one looks
sexy
like
or whatever. Yeah,
I saw one.
So that's valid. Come on, guys.
No, like it's valid. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now we just like it's a normal thing. How am I supposed to get out? You gonna get icked out? I'm gonna make you turn around so I can get out.
I looked at my friend. I was like, "How many times are you gonna see him get out of a hammock?" Though?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you guys just living on the beach?
That too.
Like that's not always thing. Like turn away.
How much does this happen for you to be icked by this? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's the definition of an ick. It's a very specific moment in time. Like it's not the way he gets out of a car. That's not. You'll see him do that a million times. But like that to me, I was like, I get it. But that's for girls and
one that got me.
Share.
Okay, I'll give you one of mine. But
okay.
But the one that got me though is. I couldn't believe it. Like, yo, this is an ick for girls. Okay. There was like when you playing like pong or whatever, ping pong, whatever.
I'm sorry, I already know where you're going, and I agree. But go ahead.
You agree?
Oh my god! Finish it for the audience.
Anyway, it's like whatever. Like I'll paint the picture: grown man, whatever, playing pong or ping pong, and then the ball falls off, and you're trying to grab it. You go off.
A grown man.
I mean,
running after it on all fours.
How was he supposed to get the ball?
That's crazy.
I ain't say all four, but how was he supposed to get the ball?
Hey, can you pass me that real quick? That's crazy.
And then you know how you gonna spin it? Oh, he not independent. He asking people to get the ball for him. You know what I'm saying? Like guys can't win, bro. Guys can't win. It's tough for us.
I agree. Guys can't win.
Yeah,
but
I feel it though.
We have our trauma too, so we're all in the trenches.
For sure. It's back and forth. But
that's I have to say that's someone like I will die on that hill. Like that is an ick. I don't know why it's not fair.
I feel it though.
That is an ick. That is an ick for sure. You know what I think crazy. It is that I do appreciate my guy friends and the guys around me to have a feminine side. But for me, when it's a little too feminine, that's when I think it becomes an ick.
You don't like sassy men?
Let's talk about it really quickly because that's all I see on social media. Yeah. Well, okay, tell me what is sassy a guy is.
I don't know. I get called sassy sometimes, so I'm like, I don't see it.
But what does that mean? Does that mean you're quick to respond?
I think that's what it is. I think that's how I'm labeled. But I feel like sassy can go different. Different.
Okay.
ways.
Do you enjoy being a sassy man?
I mean, I'm just quick to respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm intelligent. I don't know what
if you try to get at me or whatever, and I say something right back, and you're like, oh, you sassy. What?
Okay, I don't think that's what sassy is. I see it on TikTok as far as like someone who's really into their appearance, really into their hygiene. Obviously, we want all of us to have our hygiene out, but like really into it. Like I'm talking about like facials.
But if you have a smart mouth, like as a guy, I feel like that's kind of labeled as sassy as well. No?
Okay, define a smart mouth, because I hear disrespect.
No, not disrespect. Okay. I ain't gonna say disrespect. We don't tolerate disrespect.
Yeah.
We don't tolerate that. But I mean.
Just quick with it.
Yeah,
witty.
Exactly, quick-witted.
Yeah,
and witty.
Yeah. I love witty. Witty is because then you're never bored. I love witty. Like let's go back and forth. Absolutely. I talk so fast that I need someone to like interrupt me and come. If you're just like the amount. I had another ick where one of my friends was like, how fast or slow he blinks.
Like, you see what I'm saying? How you get icked out?
But just think about it. Just think about it. If you're on a date with a girl, and I'm asking you two, there's someone off camera, his team. Okay, no, just listen real quick.
I'm listening.
God. Okay. And you're talking to a girl. The pace in which she blinks does not bother you. Like she's blinking really slow.
Really slow?
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Okay, gotcha.
Just being real, but I can see it though.
That's valid.
I can see. Were you saying a guy said that? Like that icks out?
No. I'm saying for you girls. A girlfriend of mine said like he was blinking so slow. It was like
you have to be.
Is someone there? Look at someone there? Like
and just look at.
Like imagine just.
Nah, I ain't say all that.
I have to say it on camera. So his team member said he doesn't like. Musé doesn't like it when girls have friends.
No. I don't want to say all that.
So you're toxic. Is what?
No.
You
It's
okay. It's a safe space.
Nah, but I'm not toxic
okay,
though. Look.
Elaborate. What does that mean?
All right, so that's not. He worded it wrong.
I love where this.
You want to know my like ideal girl is though? Keep it real.
Please. Are you single, by the way?
I am.
Okay. It'd be crazy if you're like ideal girl and that you had a girlfriend. So someone could be watching this. Go ahead.
Sorry, no. I swear I'll say. No, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. But my ideal girl is like, all right, this is just me being superficial, right? Obviously, this might not happen, whatever. She got to have like under 1,500 followers.
Oh my God.
Keep
going. I'm just
She got to have like, this is just me like in a perfect world. She got to have like less than 8 Instagram pictures. And then she can't have like a lot of locations in her in her highlight.
Okay, nigga, what?
But it's like, that's just me like in general, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go on the list. Let's unpack that.
Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go.
Okay, so the first one that I was like, okay, I've heard that before where some of my guy friends have always said like, if she has multiple cities in her highlights or whatever, she's for the team. Is what I've heard.
You said it, not me.
Is what I've heard. Yeah. Is what I've heard. Okay, all right, okay? I'm also not girls. I'm with you girls too, but that's what I've heard, right? Like if she's on a bunch of yachts, she's probably not paying for that yacht, right? There's someone who's
and you're not posting the donor, or you're not posting the.
Oh, for sure, it's to flex.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Now, what was the other ones? You said under 1,500.
Yeah, that's just a number. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I will say this. There was one time, I met a guy, and he was like, "Oh, can I follow your Instagram? I don't give my numbers out." So he's like, "Can I follow your Instagram?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Pulls it up, saw how many followers I had. To my face, said, "That's a red flag," and walked away.
All right, but look at it this way, right? All right,
why is that a red flag?
Okay, for you, first off.
And it's context. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No problem. All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Yeah.
Let's say you're talking with a guy, right? Chopping it up. It's like, yo, what's your Instagram? He says, I don't have Instagram. Is that a good flag or a red flag?
For me, that's a green flag. But here's another thing.
But I'm being realistic. I feel like, I don't know, in this day and age, like if you ask a girl, she says she don't have an Instagram, it's not realistic. So I'm just playing with what I got.
Oh,
so 1,500, if you have less than 1,500, I can work with that.
Okay, but here's the thing is that I mean, literally I met the guy, he has like no loyalty to me, like it's fine. But like in the context of what I do, like I have to have an Instagram for what I do.
For sure.
You have to have Instagram for what you do. So there's a girl out there who's like, he can only have 2K followers. Pretty sure you have more than that, babes.
Okay, true.
So this, what's up?
Well, we gotta look at context, right? You look at context. Okay. You're a media. You're a media. Obviously, you want to. You have the amount of followers. You want to have more. All right, cool. Me, I'm talking about like the regular day to day, like regular just day to day girl.
Okay.
If she like has a regular job, why do you have more than 1,500 followers?
Okay, let me ask you this. Could it be because she's just a certified baddie or she's beautiful?
And we love that.
Okay,
right?
She can't help that.
Okay, and
you say?
I feel it. I get it. Mila, trust me, I get it. But it's like, I don't know. I just try to steer clear from those. Because I know even in the 1,500s, the DMs is going crazy.
Oh, for sure.
So if you have more, it's just, you just increasing the
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm asking a guy this. Because usually I just have girls on. What does that tell you? Okay, she has 20K followers. But she works at Enterprise Rental.
How? Do you understand? Like, let's diagram this. How do you have 20K followers?
Because she's a baddie.
She's just bad.
Yeah, and you're with her because she's a bad, or not just because she's, but you was interested.
It's a bonus.
Come on,
physical attraction for sure.
I always say this: you can't serve two masters. It comes with the other. So if you want to date this type of person, then it comes with this, and you just got to be secure enough. Be able to hold her down.
Oh, the secure word. The secure
you
word.
Didn't expect for it to go there.
No. I get it though. Trust me. I get it.
Wait, what was it?
If you get called, you've seen like the people talking about like, I don't want to get called a secure man. It's basically like a slur now.
No, why? Oh my God, please educate me.
Because it's just like, I mean, I feel like people that say secure man basically. Obviously, the word, if you're a secure man, is a good thing. But I'm saying, I feel like Instagram or social media took it to a place where, like, you're talking about you're a secure man means, like, you get walked all over and you're cool with it now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha.
How they, like, misconstrued it. You seen the Omale, the singer?
Oh, yes.
Stuff like they were calling him a secure. They were like, he not a secure man.
Oh my
and it's
God,
like,
I hate social media. We take one.
Me too.
Thing
Yeah, me too. Trust me.
And make it a whole thing. Yeah. What was the other thing you said? She can't have more than how many photos?
Oh, that was just 8. I said 8, like 7. As long as it's like
8, like 7.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking a bit like how it looks.
But it's fun to post. Like
for sure.
Does it matter what the extra photos are? If they're all thirst traps, you're like, no.
Yeah, I mean that's off for me.
Really? Okay.
If that's not her like business, or it's like why, like who are you trying to get the attention of? You know what I'm saying?
I will say this though, you do know that
if we in a relationship, that's what I'm saying. Like we in a relationship.
Oh, for sure,
you know?
Yeah, there's borderline like disrespect. Yeah.
Now if that's how you get your bag, however, you know what I'm saying. And I came into your life like this, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna slow your bag.
Okay,
you know?
you're for sure. Love that.
You
Support your babes. You do know that guys and girls are different in the sense of we dress for each other, y'all dress for us.
Send it to the group chat.
What do you mean?
Send the pictures to the group chat. Y'all dress for each other. Send it to the group chat. No, but it
was sent. They approved.
And then you was like, all right, now everyone can see this. You know what I'm saying? I get it though.
How many times I've already seen a photo, but I'm still commenting like it's the first time I saw it?
I feel it.
I support my girls.
I feel it. I love it. Nah, trust me. I love it. You know what I'm saying? We just here talking, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff.
And it's your preference. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is that if roles were flipped, I would want the same thing.
Right?
I don't want a guy with 1 million selfies with 20,000 followers.
Exactly. That's gonna turn you off, right? A little bit.
Yeah, that's an ick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to me it is. But again, it's because I think that part of social media, unless you have a business, meaning you're a talent, meaning you have to have Instagram for this particular thing you're doing, like a creative, it gives a little feminine to me. Do you know what I mean?
I
will say this in the past episode I was with a friend of mine. One of my friends was saying she loves when a guy is like really, really into her fashion. I said, right, but if he takes longer to get ready more than me, I'm out.
It's a problem.
I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, I want a little bit more of a masculine man, which in nowadays that's like an unpopular opinion. Like there's some people who are probably clicking off right now for me saying that, but that's just my preference, and I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I want what I want, and you want what you want, and you want what you want. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Yeah. All I'm saying is
he's worse. She can't even have Instagram for him.
No Instagram for you?
Trust me. It's like not fine.
I love you just frying each other.
But you can see where I'm coming from.
He needs help from me. Of what? Let's talk. This could be a therapy session, babes. You could lay down this.
We can talk about for sure. I get comfortable. I'm already comfortable. This is a very comfortable space, by the way. I really like how everything's set up.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. It actually means a lot. Okay, let me. Oh, do you?
What?
Oh, so for your teen. Okay, so let's talk about it. You want to talk about it?
We can, for sure.
Okay, so when he said you have a lot of women in your life, what does that mean? Is it because you're a rapper? Does it just come with that?
I mean, I get kind of a little bit. I like to think I'm just like a naturally charismatic person. You know, people just like to gravitate towards me.
That's what they all say, girls. Go ahead.
Man, that's crazy. No,
me like panning the camera.
No, I don't have I can't really deal with like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like.
Are you looking for a one girl?
I am. I really am.
But are you actually?
Look. I'm glad you brought this up. I really am. But I think I should be looking in the wrong places. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm
saying? Here's also my thing. Do you think it's the most wise thing? Are you faith based? Do you believe in God?
Yes. Okay. For sure.
Do you want to get married one day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hesitation. Saw it. We'll talk about that later.
But
we can unpack that later.
For sure. For sure.
Right now, when you're like grinding, do you think that's the most? Are you able to be a boyfriend right now? Are you able to? Because that's work too.
Great question.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I'm not like actively looking for the one, obviously. So like, I just take what because I don't like seek out women like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they that just
is such a flex. Ew.
No, I'm sorry. It's the truth.
It.
You know what I'm saying? I just like I don't like shoot my shot and DMs no
coming
more.
To me. Like,
not even like that. I'm really a naturally like just shy person. So that's also one thing.
Really?
Yeah, like
I'm finding that with performers, they're actually more introverted and they overcompensate by
exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better. Like I can have a conversation. Like if there's a girl or whatever and she walks over, like I can hold a conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up. But like going on my way to say that's not really. Not really.
Do you go on dates?
Yeah.
Okay, like frequently? Is it just
not like frequently, but I say like in the last probably like year, I feel like I've been going on more. Like before, I like wouldn't go on dates like that.
Okay,
you feel me? But like now, I use it for like music sometimes too. It sounds bad, but like
that's so real.
You know what I'm saying? But like, just do it for the plot. I have a line like that. I have a line.
Half of the things I do is for a podcast
for
episode. Like literally, I'm not even joking. I support that. Just don't break any hearts, please.
Yeah, I try not to.
Yeah.
I try not to.
The I try not to is crazy.
It's the
but
truth.
Anyway,
it's the truth.
Like I try not to. Just a smooth way of getting out of it. Anyways, do you ever, being who you are, and obviously you're growing, does anybody give you like groupie energy or like?
I had a girl text me once, like, I'm a groupie. Straight up to me. Out the cut.
And you probably were interested, right?
No.
Like, at least she's honest.
You want no?
They're so easy. It's crazy.
You sound easy? That's
No,
crazy.
y'all,
guys in general. Nah, you know what's crazy? I swear it was like I met her in I don't even name the city because if I name the city, it's like
Atlanta.
Nah. It's a few. I love Atlanta though. With I was at my man's sister like engagement party.
Okay.
Out the cut, like probably like midnight over there, so it's later in her city. That gives you a little hint, you know what I'm saying? Like time difference. Anyway, I'm just chilling out the cut. I didn't text her all day. She texted me out the cut. You know I'm a groupie, right? Out the cut. And I was like, yo, my homegirl / cousins with me. I'm like, bro, look what Shorty said. And I'm in my head, I'm like, it kind of turned me off a little bit. I'm a groupie out the cut. I just wasn't interested like that.
But I'm sure she thought that's what you were into because you're who you are, whatever the case is.
It's a misconception.
And at least it's a story or like like you'll always remember her.
You know what gets me? I ain't gonna lie. It's the small stuff. Like
what?
Recently, this was recently too.
I don't believe anything you're about to say, but go ahead.
No, look, I'm telling the truth. Look, recently, so I'm a big soccer fan. Arsenal and Barcelona played earlier this week.
Okay.
The game ended. Arsenal lost. Barcelona tied. I'm texting like Shorty, like, man, it's a bad day. Arsenal, I got to go back to the drawing board with my teams, basically. She's like, damn, Arsenal lost. They need a striker, for real. And then she said, you know Mbappe?
Yeah.
She's like, Mbappe. I swear I lost. I was like, oh, this is going to be the woman I marry.
Really?
Stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you. It's like the little stuff.
So compatibility.
Yeah, obviously compatibility. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So we can relate with. But it's stuff like that.
Because it's so interesting. It's like what one guy likes, another one of my guy friends will be like, she's such a pick-me for that. You know what I mean? Like, men can't win, women can't win. And no one's getting together, so we're fucked.
But you can sense it. You can sense if it's like a pick-me. It felt real. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was like, she had a cousin or something. She asked real quick. It just felt like real.
Yeah.
Genuine.
Yeah. And now you're in love. Love it. I support it.
We're going to see how long this one lasts.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I'm trying though, Mila. I'm trying. I have a quick question for you real quick.
Okay.
How you feel about women going after guys? Like the opposite. You know how usually traditionally is the guy slides and whatever. How do you feel about that?
Okay, I do want to say one thing. Just fun fact, my undergrad, I studied marriage and family therapy. So like I'm going to throw you a stat.
For sure.
For dating. I forget the stat, but the correlation of the woman approaching the man first, that couple always get together and has a longer relationship.
Really?
But here's the thing. Ladies, hear me out. Going straight to camera.
I was going to talk.
Just the first move, and that is it. And now the ball's in his court. The issue is, what happens is, that guy gets used to that, and now girls are being a little bit more masculine, and guys are a little bit more femme. And I don't think it should be that way because we're not wired that way, really.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I feel that.
So what I'm saying is, I think it's totally fine. Like, some guys can be intimidated. I've seen some of my guy friends. I'm like, damn, you have to walk across the bar, go talk to that girl who's really beautiful. Like, I'd be intimidated too.
Sure.
And it could be a lot. Like, I don't think we give enough credit to guys who have to do that. You know what I mean?
Thank you. You see it.
But go and approach him if you want. Let him know that you're interested. Now the ball's in his court. That is it. Okay. So I do have some this or that's.
Let's do it.
Okay. And then we'll wrap up this episode. Okay.
Let's do it.
Would you rather know your partner's entire dating history or remain blissfully unaware?
That's a great one. If don't have me looking stupid. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's across the board for men and women. I love that.
Don't have me looking stupid. If we gonna be in these rooms and people like looking, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like keep me on the need to know. I'm gonna say that. Keep me on the need to know.
Okay, got you.
You don't have to tell me your whole, I don't need to know about,
Right, okay.
But just keep me on the need to know.
Okay. Do you ask for body count? I'm curious.
When I was younger, when I was like 17, 18,
okay.
nah, I don't care about that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, interesting. I actually would ask a follow-up question, but I'll ask that off camera. Okay. If you were given the choice, would you prefer a relationship with no arguments but little passion, or a passionate relationship with occasional conflicts?
Arguments. Like passion, for sure.
Right?
Occasional
conflict. I'm like, that's going to happen. Like, who wants no arguments? Yeah, that's boring.
I like somebody that can argue
Sounds like
with
your
me.
siblings.
It sounds crazy, but I like somebody that can argue with me.
Let's unpack that. What do you
like?
mean?
Just someone like I don't really like get angry like that, but like if there's something
like
that
show you care.
No, don't say that. So I care?
No, both you and the partner, like, she
Oh,
cares.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like, if it's just like, okay, or whatever. I'm like,
Okay.
all right, shorty don't rock with me like that.
Okay, gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. Okay, let me see here. Oh, would you rather have your partner always tell you the truth, even if it hurts, or occasionally tell you the white lies to spell your confidence or your ego? Because men with egos.
I love a truth teller.
Okay.
But give me. Can I say the same? Keep me on the need to know for that too.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I'm gonna say that because it's like
space, yeah.
white lies. Like you need the occasional white lie. You know.
I think there's a time and place, and I think for women, it's how you say it rather than just like saying it. I would you agree that like probably saying that like she doesn't like your shoes in front of all your homies is probably not the best.
That's unnecessary,
right?
What do you mean you don't like my shoes?
Oh, I thought you were going to point out it was in front of your homies.
No, that too. But it's like now you want to say
You're like,
this.
nigga, my kicks.
We was in the crib. We was in whatever. Or I saw you before. Now you want to say it.
That's what I'm learning. Is that exactly like read the room?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Read the room. Yeah, and don't meet
context. Yeah, not context. What's the word? No, social cues. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You gotta pick up on that.
Someone who doesn't have social cues, it's the worst.
It's not gonna work.
It's the literal worst.
Is that an ick? You know, social.
I think it is because that's EQ, emotional intelligence. Like reading the room, or like for me, like something where like I will get up from the table and leave is, I think this is across the board, is being rude to the waiter.
Oh, for sure.
But here's the thing: there's certain things that like, have you ever been on a date or at dinner and like the food's not coming out quickly? It's not the waiter's fault, and like that's shitty, or like, damn, we're still waiting for our food. But like, okay, like you don't have to make it a big
scene.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is I've been on a date where I think the guy was trying to be macho and be like, I can handle it. He just ended up being an asshole to the waiter, and I was like, it's actually not cool. Like, it's not her fault. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I was like, didn't text him back. Okay,
that's a big one. No manners and just being, social.
Yeah,
cues.
like know that you came from like good folks. Yeah, especially being Habesha, like you know how you're supposed to be acting.
You feel me? Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Well mannered. Yeah.
Okay. If you had to choose, would you prefer a partner who's extremely frugal or one who just spends money extravagantly?
I think it's a time and place. But let me, like, vacation and stuff, let's go all out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, damn. Yeah, no, actually, no. You can spend money.
Okay.
Like, extremely frugal is, like, you're not going to enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm thinking frugal like our parents. And that's not fun to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
There's a thing where like I've definitely like gotten my parents save. Well, I always say like you can't take the money with you. Like enjoy your life. Right. Go on vacation. Like so if I work hard, my bills are paid, and I want to get this particular bag or this car or whatever the case is.
That's why
I can do that. But I know like in the Habesha culture, it's like just save for a rainy day. Like, well, what that rainy day may never come. God willing. You know what I mean? So enjoy yourself.
It's important what you say though. Like as long as everything's taken care of and you want to spend, go spend.
Go yeah.
But as long as everything's taken care of. Now if you got rent to pay, but you taking that rent money, you in the club.
Which
crazy.
Niggas do that, by the way. Okay.
I know. Just like,
okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like you said, like as long as everything's taken care of.
I want to ask you this: would you ever like? Do you agree with me? And I want your opinion as well. Where I've talked with some of my guy cousins too, where we were talking about like going, if a guy on a date like said like, oh, you could only pick from this menu. Okay, just hear me out, right? And then my rebuttal was, then why take me to that restaurant? So to me, I'm hearing you're trying to flex, but you don't have the funds to flex. Similar to like what you just said, you're going to the clubs and you don't have, rent is due, babes. Thanks. You know what I mean? Thanks. Do you agree with that? Like, why would you take me there if that's, he's so confused. I love it.
I think I can speak for him. Like, yeah, like I'm not gonna take you and be like, and then limit your ordering. That's what I'm gonna say. Look.
Oh, for sure. Men and women, by the way, but for sure.
Wait, what did he say? Oh, yeah. No, I think that could happen.
Social media in real life, like if people are trying to live like it's not.
It's
the Bow Wow challenge. Is what I'm saying.
The Bow Wow challenge.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we can get into. But like I'm saying, like just be true to yourself, bro. If all you can afford is McDonald's, bro, and shorty rock with you, get some McDonald's.
And your like wittiness, your
it's gonna carry over
or whatever is still there.
Yeah, it's gonna
I would
carry
have fun
over.
at McDonald's. I know some people are here like Mila, you're bullshitting. I'm like, I'm really because I've been on horrendous dates.
I believe you because it's
in
like
the most extravagant restaurants. And I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Whether it's like how he spoke to me or the waiter or his values or whatever, I'm like, oh, this is actually not.
It's not fun.
You just want a trophy. You don't need an actual partner to like grow with and have bear children with and all the things.
Speak on it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Okay.
Game. She give me a game, man.
Let me see here.
$1 million. $1 million worth of game for sure.
Oh my God, I love that show. I love them. They're awesome.
So
are you open to open or long distance? I feel like
I thought you were about to say open relationship.
Let's talk about open relationship.
Open relationship is crazy. For me, it's crazy. I mean, you know, to each their own.
Okay, but what if you have open relationship and you have multiples?
What do you mean?
You're the one who's telling the girls, none of y'all are my ones, but y'all are part of my roster.
Stop. What do you? He give me false information. Trust me. Don't listen to what he's saying. This is between me and you. All right. But I mean,
I like you. I like you a lot.
Nah,
okay,
I'm gonna keep it real.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what's the question again? If I have like a roster and Shorty can't have a roster?
Do you want an open relationship?
No, open relationship. No, that scares me.
But you're the one who's open. Like, here's the thing: is I've heard some guys. Okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Where they want multiple girls, but they don't want the girls to have multiple partners.
And I feel that. I understand that.
Just
but I'm not.
like,
but me, you want my personal? I'm not like that.
I'm talking to you.
So
yes.
I'll keep it real. Like,
okay.
if I'm a realist, you know what I'm saying? If say I got 2 or 3 girls on my phone, right? And I'm talking to Shorty, whatever. I'm thinking Shorty, she might have more guys on her phone. I'm not gonna police that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just keeping it real.
Okay, so
I just try not to think
energy.
about it. It's imaginary. I just try not to. I just block it out.
You guys are your ego is so fragile. It's crazy.
That makes me all right.
All right, guys, we are back. As always, guys, we talk so much. We have so much fun and we talk for so long. Cameras start dying, so I just had to reset. Thank you for catching that. So,
where were we at?
So the question was, do you always make the first move, or would you like for a girl to initiate sometimes? Like,
yeah, I'd love for a girl. I like when girls initiate.
Okay, now give them some game. How should a girl initiate? I'm a groupie, right?
Hell no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The callback.
Do not do that. Do not do that. I mean, just be smooth with it, I guess. I sound like, nah.
Like, how do you do that? Hi, my name is.
Yeah, I guess. No, not how my name is, but it's like, let's say I post a picture or whatever. I post something, or I post the. You want to know how I do it? This how I'm gonna do it. Look,
please.
So look. Let's say it's a girl I fancy, right? First, I scout. I don't like. Let's say I follow a girl, she follow back, whatever. I scout. You know what I'm saying? It's like a period of waiting time. You know,
okay, how long is that waiting time?
It depends. It depends.
Okay.
If she's like ghost, you know, I can't get no information. Probably like, it all depends. It could be even 2 weeks to 2 months.
Okay.
Just depends. Just so I can get like a little feel. Like, I'm not just gonna jump after everything, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
She gonna post a picture of herself. I'm not gonna like that one. She gonna post something that like her, a song she likes or something. I'm like, oh damn, what she know about this? Something like that. I'm gonna like that one, show interest, and then be like, oh, you got good music taste. Like that. Be smooth with it, you know? Because I mean, if you post a picture of yourself, everybody liking that one.
You're for the team.
No, I didn't say that. No. You know that's coming. Like everyone's gonna like that one. Everyone's gonna swipe up to that one. You gotta break out, be a little different. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess something like that is like, if we have interest and stuff, just be smooth with it.
Actually, I will say from a girl's perspective, like commenting on photos or whatever, like, all right. But if you swipe up on a story reply, but not of a picture of myself or anything like that, or the girl, but it's like, I recently went to Denver to visit my brother, and we were at a vintage store, and there was vinyls, and I took a picture of it because it just looked like aesthetically pleasing.
Sure.
And I posted that, and then if someone replied to that and be like, oh, I love
that's more
Dave
likely
Chappelle's
to get your
new
attention,
show.
right?
Yeah, like an interest more than like, because I think it's like, if you go straight for the sexual, it's just like, that's the quickest way to turn us off. The quickest way. Actually, take that off of your mind first, and then just actually get to know the person, which sounds so corny. Yeah.
But it's true. But I feel it. You want to know one of my exes? It's great that you brought that up.
Please.
But this is like, I feel like this is one that like, It's just one of them ones. Like, if I really had to pick an ick, it's one of them.
Okay.
But let's say you want to date, like, you're on multiple dates with shorty, right?
Okay.
And I'm always paying for sure. No problem with it. Obviously, I'm inviting you out. Obviously, you know. But in those, however 5-10 dates, she doesn't even make the gesture to pay. I'm still gonna pay, even if you say I got. Let me take care of it. If she don't make the gesture, it's an ick.
So here's the thing: if she doesn't make the gesture, what is she doing? She just like sitting cute, like
chilling. Like when the bill comes, look away and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm inviting you.
That's crazy.
But I understand. Like, I invited you. I'm gonna take care of it. But I'm saying, like, even when you try to pay, I'm still gonna be like, nah, I got it. But just that gesture.
Yeah,
just
that's
gesture.
crazy.
It's like, wow, I appreciate.
That's
appreciate
crazy.
That, you good though? You know what I'm saying? You good. But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's
damn.
it.
Do they at least say thank you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If you don't say thank you, you cut. I mean, that goes back to men.
One of my guy friends is like a girl who doesn't say thank you. I open the car door or whatever, just say thank you. And he's like, he's been on a date where she didn't say thank you. Like, she doesn't even know those two worlds could put together. He's like, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy because I've offered, but it's honestly because of our Habesha upbringing. Like, how many times have I seen our family, if our parents got dinner, they'd be fighting over the bill for hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just our upbringing.
Yeah.
I can't explain. That's just what we do.
Thanks.
So when I'm out, I'm like, oh, no, I got it. And then they're like, no, Mila, you're crazy. Like,
yeah,
come on. They're
but
like,
this is the gesture. I guarantee whoever you be on a date with, whatever, they appreciate that gesture.
Yeah, so that's an egg.
That's an
okay.
egg for sure. If you don't even like move, like you just
sitting pretty.
Nothing
looking. In the wallet, just a lip gloss.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom all the time.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because it's a move at that point.
Yeah,
it's a calculated
exactly.
Move.
You're calculated. I feel it. It's like,
that's not fun. That's crazy.
Because I feel like if you really like someone, you know, you ain't gonna want them to always spend. You know.
Yeah.
This is how I think. I could be wrong.
No, I hear you. On that topic, do you have any dating disasters? Anything where like this happened on a date, Mila?
Dating disasters. Not really like disasters, but I remember I was taking a girl to a movie one time, and like I think it was before we even got to like me opening the door to the cinema. She's like, "You're paying, right?" So that was just, I was like, wow. I was like, okay. It didn't throw nothing off, but I was like, that's one of them.
Y'all deal with a lot.
You feel me?
Y'all start a lot of trouble, but man, y'all deal with a lot.
Like, what'd you say?
Y'all start a lot of trouble too. Like, I'm not trying to just say y'all are perfect, but
no, for sure.
Y'all deal with a lot. That's crazy.
You feel
that
me?
is so rude.
I'm supposed to just take that to the chin.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah,
what do you even respond to that?
I just laughed. I was like, yeah.
Oh my
just kept
God.
it pushing. What else can you do? Like, all right, I'm gonna leave now.
That's true. What else can you do?
You
yeah.
know?
I mean, in the back of your head, can you recall if you were like, I'm never gonna see this girl like ever again afterwards, or you're like, this is probably not gonna.
It kind of. I think the rest of the day went well though. I think it's good energy.
She made up for it.
Yeah, she made up for it. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was a cool date. So it wasn't like I'm never going to talk to shorty.
Okay.
It definitely put a notch on her though.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
That's crazy. That's pretty wild. Yeah. I would say that's a dating disaster for sure. Wow.
How about you?
What about
disasters.
me? Oh, dating disaster?
Just one. If whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's his show. I love it.
Nah, this was the conversation.
Yeah. This is exactly what I wanted, I promise you.
Sure.
I did have a guy on a date. It was so bad that we were at a coffee, well, obviously not going to say names. We were on a coffee date. The woman next to me, she was like on another table, like reading a book, drinking coffee. He went up to go to the restroom. She literally looked at me and was like, it's a wrap. Like, you should go. And here's the thing.
Dang.
If you know me, I'm very much like, I like to be around people who think differently. I want to have, like, I might learn something from you, even though I think what you think is wild, right?
Okay.
Like 5 years ago, I thought the sky was green. Now it's blue, right? Like my ideas change. Like share shit with me. You know what I mean? Sure. And the thing that was the most attractive about him was that he was a God-fearing man, right? Which love. But when he sat down, this man in front of me told me his expectations of a wife, specifically his expectations on her after she gives birth, was wild. This is first date, guys.
First date?
First date.
You already talking about, dang.
First date.
Do you know how old he was?
He was 29, and I was 25. This was like 2 years ago.
So still, wow.
And I stayed there for 4 hours. My cousins were like, you're crazy. Why were you there? I was like, because it was interesting. Sometimes it's like a car crash. I want to see how bad it is. Like, I'm like, I gotta see how bad this.
But
guy
you're not. Are you still attracted to him after that question, or you just now you just there to?
No, if I'm honest, I'm not gonna say the words. But it was, to me, it just came off like judgmental, unkind. I've never bared children, but from my family members who have, it's a very real thing, and it was giving you got to be a baddie afterwards. You got to be in the gym afterwards. I'm like, she just gave birth. She just gave birth to your kid. Date. Yeah. So he was like gender roles, the Proverbs wife, which I agree with, all those things. Like, I read my Bible too, but it was just so crazy. And my goal, and I want to ask your opinion, my goal on a first date is to have fun. That is it. We don't have to get into children. We don't have to get into none of that, especially when we're this young. We don't have to get into that. I just want to see if I like you as a human being first. But first date, that's where the conversation went. And I was like, I have to. So I was like, okay, so what do you think happened when she gives birth? Like, do you think she just recovers really quickly and it's just she get back in the gym? What do you think? Like, and I don't even know everything. I just know I don't want to make an ignorant comment of like, oh my God, I could. And then that's not how it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, it was just giving like, this is what I am as a husband. You need to do this. And then, I'll tell you one other thing is that I pushed back the date 15 minutes. His eyes are getting bigger and bigger. And when we sat down on the date, he said as a joke, but he was like, Mila, yeah, it's totally fine that you push back the date like 15 minutes, but like, don't ever do that again.
And he's being dead ass.
And he was like, time is money, money is time.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, we're not compatible. There's a girl out there who's gonna make this man happy. It's just not me. So that was a disaster. My mom was like, why did you stay there for 4 hours? I was like, because it was interesting. I want to see how bad it got.
He didn't even ask.
Here's the thing. Gentleman, lovely, like a kind person, but we're just not compatible. My jaw was on the ground. And the girl next to me was like, this Asian girl was like, girl, you need to go.
He didn't even, she's hearing it too,
yeah. It was like close quarters. Yeah.
She didn't, bro. He didn't even ask how many kids are straight. This is what shorty gotta look like after she. That's crazy.
It's like that expectation is just crazy to me.
Out of touch with reality.
Yeah. But before we go, guys, I want you to, I know we talked a little about your music. Is there anything that you would like to plug? I'm going to put everything in the description for sure. But is there any shows that are coming up or anything that you want to plug or what you're working on before we wrap up?
For sure.
This was like so much fun.
No, I appreciate it. This is
like anytime you want to come on, please come on.
Most definitely. I
want to have him on too.
Oh, please. You think I have opinions? This man is opinionated. But nah, I appreciate it. I mean, at 2up Musé on every platform. It's gonna be in the description, but I'm gonna still spell it out.
Yeah.
Number 2 UPMUSE. What comes with it out now, all platforms, the project. And the show's coming up soon. We're going to make the announcements for that too, though.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. And then hoodies coming out soon. For sure.
And they gave me some merch. They gave me some caps, which I'm so excited to wear that.
Yep.
You'll see that in another episode. Thank you so much for coming on. This was genuinely so much fun. This is exactly what I want to accomplish. Shout out to your manager for getting you on. Sure. You're literally welcome any given time. Just to key. Really.
Most definitely.
If you just need some content, I'll give you the clips. But this is a great conversation, really.
Most definitely.
As always, guys, please make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment, do all the things. In the description, please stream his music. And that is it, guys. We'll see you in our next episode. Take care.
Oh, the middle one?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna merge